Bonjour les étudiants. I'm back with some other videos for now for chapter 2. And chapter 2, the main topic is activities. So we're going to be looking at a lot of verbs. And competence 1 begins with the verbs of preference. So we're going to look at verbs like j'aime, I like, okay, or I like a lot, okay, or je préfère. Oui. Répétez s'il vous plaît. J'aime, je préfère. And the expression je voudrais, I would like. Okay? So this is the conditional. I would like, je voudrais. And the reason we use it in this chapter, even though we're not covering the conditional this semester, it's because we use the conditional to express politeness. And so if you want something, you would say you would like in English and in French. Okay, so this chapter is structured with this question: Qu'est-ce que vous aimez faire après les cours? Okay, est-ce que means nothing. It just means that this is a question, kind of like do and does. Like, do you work, right? Que is the question what? Vous, as you learned from the preliminary chapter, it's you formal, right? Aimer, it's the verb of preference, and faire is to do or to make. So just some general idea of what you'd like to do. Après, after. Cours, courses. Qu'est-ce que vous aimez faire après les cours? And your answer should be j'aime, or je n'aime pas, or je préfère. And then you would have an activity right after. So, for example, I like to listen to music. Qu'est-ce que vous aimez faire après les cours? J'aime écouter de la musique. J'aime dîner. I like to dine. J'aime déjeuner. I like to have lunch. Okay, so you will put an activity right here. And what follows is a bunch of activities that you can put right after these sentences. Okay, so this is the first category, sortir avec des amis. So to go out with friends. Okay? Aller au cinéma, voir un film, aller voir un film. Both are possible. So say to watch a movie or to go see a movie. Okay? Aller au café, prendre un verre, aller prendre un verre, right? To get a drink or to go get a drink. Both are possible. Okay, and aller means to go, right? So I don't know if you've heard of that Ricky Martin song. You go, aller, 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 right? So that's what he's saying, to go, 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 go. He's translating that from English. Okay, so aller en boîte de nuit. Okay, so you would say j'aime aller au cinéma. J'aime voir un film. J'aime aller au café. J'aime prendre un verre. J'aime aller en boîte. J'aime danser. J'aime aller danser. Both are possible. J'aime dîner au restaurant. J'aime faire du sport. J'aime jouer au tennis. Je préfère jouer au basket. Je préfère jouer au football. Je préfère jouer au volley. Je n'aime pas, I don't like. Je n'aime pas faire de l'exercice. Je n'aime pas faire du vélo. Je n'aime pas faire du jogging. Okay? So this is the first category, to go out with friends. Second category is to stay at home. Rester à la maison. And rester doesn't come from rest, like in English. It comes from the same family as the word arrest. You know, when somebody arrests somebody else, you keep them in one place. So you stay, right? Rester à la maison. Okay? J'aime lire. J'aime bricoler. J'aime dormir. Je n'aime pas inviter des amis à la maison. Je préfère parler au téléphone. Je n'aime pas envoyer des textos. J'aime jouer de la guitare. Je préfère jouer de la batterie. Je n'aime pas jouer du piano. And I'm just using these randomly, right? I mean, it depends on the situation and on your personal preferences. If you say you like, you don't like, or you prefer, right? Okay. Écouter la radio. Écouter de la musique. J'aime écouter la radio. J'aime écouter de la musique. J'aime regarder la télé. J'aime regarder une vidéo. J'aime regarder un DVD. Je préfère jouer à des jeux vidéo. Oui. Je n'aime pas travailler sur l'ordinateur. Je n'aime pas surfer sur Internet. Je préfère écrire des mails. Okay, so that's the main chunk of this chapter, all of these activities. Okay, here's another list. Okay, you pronounce after me, s'il vous plaît. Courir, cuisiner, dessiner, faire de la musculation, faire de l'aérobic, faire de la gym, jardiner, marcher, nager, peindre, promener le chien, voyager. Okay, and as you saw, the verb jouer plays a big role in this chapter because you can use play uh, to say you play an instrument or to say you play a game. So we use the preposition o when you're talking about playing most sports using balls or pucks. So baseball, golf, jouer au baseball, jouer au golf. Okay, and with faire you use du, de la, des, or de le, and the way you pick which one you use is the if what you're doing, if the sport, if this word that you're referring to is masculine, feminine, plural, or begins with a vowel. If it begins with a vowel, you're gonna use de le, like exercice, faire de l'exercice. Ski, masculin, faire du ski. Okay. DES, like if you're gonna do chores, for example, you say faire des courses, right? Um, okay, so O with jouer for sports, and all of these versions of du for faire, depending on the gender, right, of what you're referring to. Or if it begins with a vowel, you use de le. You use jouer du, de la, de le, or des for musical instruments. So jouer du piano. Piano is masculine, you use du. Guitar is feminine, so you say jouer de la guitare. Okay. Okay. Um, so the pronunciation of these activities, these are verbs, right? So they all end with a R, at least this group. So we will not pronounce the R if you have a verb ending in ER. So repeat after me. Parler, regarder, inviter, jouer, danser, écouter, aller, dîner. There are other verbs in French that end in IR and RE, and in these two cases you do pronounce the R. Sortir, dormir, voir, faire, lire, être, prendre. Okay? So when you are talking about verbs and activities, you will be using adverbs which modify the action, right? So toujours means always, souvent means often, quelquefois means sometimes, rarement means rarely, and ne jamais is another version of the negation ne pas, which means never, never. So, for example, je n'aime pas jouer de la guitare. So I don't like to play guitar. Je n'aime jamais jouer de la guitare. I never like playing guitar. Okay, so these are adverbs of a repetition, right? Toujours, souvent, quelquefois. These are There are other adjectives of qualifying the action. Do you play something very well? Do you do something fairly well? Do you do something fairly badly or very badly? Okay, so repeat after me, s'il vous plaît. Très bien, assez mal, très mal. Okay. So, in order for you to speak in French, you have to know that verbs don't just stay like this, right? This is called the infinitive, and it ends in er with this group. In French, we have three groups of verbs: verbs that end in er, verbs that end in ir, and re. So those verbs are in the infinitive form, meaning in the infinite, meaning they are not anchored in the present, in the past, or in the future. But if you want to use them in the present, past, and future, they have to undergo a transformation. So what happens with the verb parler, for example, with verbs that look like parler, is that you eliminate er and you are left with the root. En français, radical. Okay? And then you add these endings to each one depending on the person, right? If you want to say I speak, you're going to eliminate the er and you're going to bring back the e. Je parle. Okay? For parler, you see how this part, the radical, stays the same for all of them? So all that changes is the ending. Okay? So e, es, e. For he and she, you just put e. For tu, es. For je, e. For nous, ons. For vous, easy. And for il, elle, plural, you put ent. And the pronunciation is actually easy. All of them are pronounced the same with the exception of nous and vous. So repeat after me, s'il vous plaît. Je parle. Tu parles. Il parle. Elle parle. Il parle. Elle parle. So as you see, the singular he, she, and the plural he, she, they are pronounced the same. There will come a time if the activity begins with a vowel, this S will be pronounced, so you will know which one it is. But if it doesn't, the context of the sentence will tell you if it's one person, or if it's a he, she, or if it's they, il, elle, plural. Okay? But they are all pronounced the same. Parle, 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 parle. This E sound will disappear from the present. So make sure that you do not pronounce the E with the exception of vous. So, je parle, tu parles, il parle, elle parle, vous parlez. So this sounds a lot like the infinitive parler. Parlez, vous parlez. And this one is on, nous parlons. And all verbs work like that. You don't pronounce the e at the end, because if you do, you're talking in the past in French. So make sure that you stop right here, right? Once you eliminate the er, just pronounce up until that last consonant or vowel, okay? And all of them sound the same with the exception of nous and vous. Nous parlons, vous parlez. Okay, these are the verbs that I ask you to practice with for the exam. So here is the infinitive, which means you're going to pronounce those A at the end. Aimer, bricoler, chanter, commencer, compter, danser, dîner, donner, écouter, envoyer, étudier, fermer, habiter, inviter, travailler, surfer, réviser, rester, répéter, regarder, préférer, penser, passer, parler, nager, manger, jouer. And what I would suggest you do is that you take some of these verbs and practice by doing something similar to what we did here above with parler. Take, for example, bricoler, take er out and put the endings with the person. Je bricole, I. Tu bricoles, es. So er eliminated, so you have bricole as the root, and then you put e, es, ons, ez, ent. Okay. Well, I hope that helps. I will be doing 2 more videos for chapter 2, and so this is the end of competence 1. I will be doing another one for competence 2. Okay. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.